Good Saturday morning to you. Actually, late morning, and I don't know. I'm back from my trip to Tahoe. The garden not only survived, but thrived while I was gone. And now I'm realizing I need to extricate some things here and there. For one, I don't know if you can see over on the left side, you can see the sort of blue whirlybird kind of in the upper left corner, and then if you kind of follow an angle down, you can see another whirlybird. Well, there's a third one in there that's so overwhelmed by everything else because things just grew and grew and grew while I was gone. There's also one other thing for me to show you. Look towards the center of the screen there. You can see two cucumbers in there. Actually, there's a bunch more, but just those two. And I looked up what it means if your cucumber has gone from being a tiny little like 1/4 inch by 2 inch cucumber to being this giant behemoth that's yellow in a week. Most people are saying just throw it out because it won't taste very good. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. I've got to do some trimming. Got to get this. I mean, you can see it's hanging out beyond the cage at this point. I've got some areas where the stuff has grown through the cage. I can't believe this plant is growing as fast as it is, but I'm going to set you back at the earlier angle and you can just watch me go through and try and pull some dead leaves out. I'm going to have to climb up on the hill and figure out, I've got fruits growing on some of these. I'm not sure which they are. It's crazy, but I'm going to go see what I can do about sort of cleaning this up, pulling a few weeds, cutting off some extra long branches, getting it back under control in general. Well, it's complaining about being too hot, but I figured I'd bring you up here and give you a look at what's up here. The bell pepper is doing well. Don't know how big it's supposed to get. The plumeria behind it is coming back to life. So are the weeds. But just to get an idea of the pumpkin path, I can't even really see a path anymore. It's come down and it's entwining itself in the middle of everything else. You can see the top of the corn there. The other corn back there, the really tall one, I can see a couple of ears. I can see that the climbing beans are finally climbing up the corn. That was the original intention. And down below, tons and tons of fruit on various different squash plants. But I mean, look, you can see there's a stem working its way back up into an area where it wasn't originally supposed to be. I guess that's the last thing I planted there, the smaller ones. But the ones that got big got really big, and there's one giant melon-sized thing growing. I'm not sure if that is a watermelon, a cantaloupe, or the spaghetti squash. It looks more like spaghetti squash, but it's green right now, so I'm just going to let it grow and figure out what it is when it ripens. But I'm going to have to come up here like every week and start digging around in the plants to find fruit because it's not easy to see it from down below, to see everything that I've got. Boy, I planted things too close together. I'm so used to my gardens failing, and this year, wow. Good Sunday morning to you. Before I was so rudely cut off by my phone overheating, I was basically saying, wow, there is a lot of growth here. It's just amazing to look at. Yeah, there are some weeds and stuff to be dealt with, but I think today, considering that I was on vacation, my green can is full and it still needs to be picked up, and I've got the overflow cans here to work with. There's only so much room left. So rather than hit the big tree out front, or the lawn's not quite long enough yet to cut, so no front yard cleanup, but in the back it looks like there's some work we can do. So I think I'm going to get after that, and let's just jump into the time lapse.